Yo,
What is happening?
hello. Happy post Labor Day Tuesday.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. We
Okay.
just made it one.
All right.
Get
Sounds
us.
good.
Fucking making holidays, kid.
I brought something back this weekend. Not it isn't the clap. It's a new beer to me. It's
Hoppin' Ween?
Hop Hop a Wheelie IPA
Okay.
out of some place called Boneyard Beer.
Okay.
They're out of Bend, Oregon. It's I don't know, it's okay. Of course it's an IPA. That's all they have there, seems like.
Yeah, that's what you hipsters love. You love
Yeah.
that bitter.
There was I ended up going to some town called Seaside, and they had like a Seaside Brewing Company, and they had
Hmm.
a very lovely like imperial stout that was like 11% alcohol.
Yeah.
I had one of those and I was like, all right, gotta go. Gotta drive home. Don't want to be fucked up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah,
So
I saw a video your wife posted of, or it's not a video, but like a picture of you in a
uh,
little go kart,
yeah, yeah,
looking
yeah.
looking snug in there.
Yeah. That
And
go-kart was made for someone of a different size range, I think.
yeah. And the track was wet, and I'm like, is this poor kid can ever get to a track that's dry? You might do some damage someplace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So even on vacation, it rains. So, you know, what
So
to do?
it's you.
It might be, bro.
At
You
this
know,
point, it's you.
I should just stick to indoor racing, you know?
Something.
Yeah.
Help the rest of
So,
us out.
but the funny part is I went to the local track, I don't know what night, Wednesday night maybe?
Yeah.
Some night. It, it,
Thursday
it was
night.
like an eternity ago. It could have been Thursday night. And I gotta say, I don't know if it's just about the familiarity of like where you've been and whatever it was, or maybe it
Yeah.
was the fact that I was running tires that aren't bags of dicks. And because bro, my shit was fucking hooked up. It was
Yeah.
very nice. I was just like, what's going on?
Those
The
Contact 34 is doing it for you, huh?
Yeah, so to jump into it and the show title just to get people enraged. Um, this is not going to be like a smear campaign or anything like that. Like there's
No,
no need for that.
no.
But
It's clickbait, motherfuckers, and you
yeah,
all clicked.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And how many
we
people
heard the
clicked?
rumors.
We
We
got
heard the
17.
rumors. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, we heard the rumors that everybody was like, "What are they going to talk about the tires? What's with the tires? Why are they talking about tires?" Like people fucking messaging other people,
because
and like
the
all
funny
these
part is
backroom conversations going on. It was just
the
us being fucking idiots.
the only thing that touches the track other than your chassis dragging is the tire. So unfortunately, they fucking matter. All right. And the craziest part to me was the car that would not run again on Sunday, but I ran all day Saturday for the most part. And when I ended up um, you know I put the last set of tires on for that day, and I was like the car was pushing and blah blah blah, and I can guarantee you 100% that car was probably hooked up, dialed, maybe not dialed, but it was hooked up, and it didn't push. When I brought it back to SeaTac and I put our tires on, but I didn't change nothing else. So I ran our spec tire. I was on a one run set, okay, and fucking car was the loosest fucking car I've ever seen in my life. And because I took all the toe gain out of the rear, I made the fucking rear spring soft. I did all this other horse shit. Valkyrie, it pushed off the fucking track. SeaTac, it almost spun out. It was that fucking loose.
Right.
And
And we
um,
told you that look, it's the tires.
yeah, yeah. You told me, but if I wasn't there and it didn't happen to me, I would be like, you guys are fucking out of your minds. All right. Now, The biggest problem though I have is, you know, what the fuck do you do? You're,
You're
like,
at the mercy of the tire gods, man.
I don't think it's the tire. Well, I don't know. There's got to be some foolproof plan to try to get a tire good.
Was that the one that had one that vibrated really hard?
Dude, I couldn't even tell you anymore. I went
Okay.
through so many sets of tires. I don't fucking know. But like, I feel like if I could Mr. Wizard this fucking thing and like, maybe we weigh them, maybe we try to balance them, maybe we look at like what do they look like after you either cut the seam or you sand the seam. I don't know. It feels like there should be something scientific that I can try to do to decipher that this tire, this round tire is gonna, and so I have a tire in front of me. This is not the said tire. Okay. This is a older gravity tire. It's just a tire. Okay. If people feel more comfortable, I'm gonna hold a buggy front tire. Okay. So how do I figure out that this tire is gonna suck balls when you have a whole bunch of its other buddies that may or may not be good?
Me personally, I'm gonna go by the vibe test.
The vibe. Is this like a vibration thing? Yeah.
Yes. So if I put it on the thing, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna pull it out of the package, put it on my little thing, spin it. If it makes what I consider is too much noise or too much vibration, I'm walking right back and saying I want another one.
And you want another one. Now, when you do the vibe test, do you use KY or do you have some like other like more natural thing that you use?
Just my nuts, man. Just the nuts.
Okay. Now
I just put my nuts right on the tire when I put it on my little spinner.
Yeah. All right. So, and if you put the thing on the tire spinner, and then you take it off, and maybe you like spin it 180 degrees or like 90 degrees, and you put it back on. Do you run it again?
Sure, why not? Just see what happens.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't act right and still just off the fucking table, it's going back.
Do you think they're gonna have enough tires? Like, if this is the Mangler way, and so I didn't know that this was the Mangler way.
This is the Mangler way.
After buying $450 of tires, that fry or whatever it was, if I knew that was the Mangler way, I could have had whatever. Anyway, so
well, I think so at a national event, if you have a tire that's suspect or you don't like, you have the right to return it, and they will exchange you one for one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I understand the rules.
Okay.
Now, maybe I can seriously it's an unmolested tire.
Yeah.
It has all the other than being spun. I didn't.
There's no solvent.
Nope. Didn't cut it. Didn't nothing.
You didn't go like Hulk smash.
No. If it goes on the truer and it goes, I'm sorry, it's going back. They might get tired of me. I don't know.
I think they're gonna get tired of me too.
I mean, but I think at an event of this level that should be honored, and if it's not, then I think we have another problem. But
well, maybe we need to, and who knows who's on and who's watching, and we might have to have a follow up. But this could instill really good conversation and maybe make the upcoming event a less frustrating event for all the people involved.
I mean, if they just sit there and went through them all before they handed them out, and all the ones that went, got rid of them.
That would be expensive, bro. How about this? If someone could guarantee me that the tires weren't a bag of dicks, I'd pay twice as much.
Oh, you're fucking high now, but okay. I ain't got your money. I can't be doing that. I ain't gonna be.
But the reality is, like, let's say I don't know how many sets we're allowed to buy.
3.
There's probably a limit. Okay, great. 3 sets.
3 for racing per class.
If you show up, dude, and you got 3 sets and none of them are good, you might as well just leave.
Well, I think we have to. I think there's going to be I think it's going to be poignant that we do a little of a scuff run on the tires, so what kind of characteristics that set of tires is going to have.
But it doesn't matter if the characteristics are this motherfucker don't turn. You might
Or
as well
it could
just
be
go home.
it could go the other way too. This motherfucker is going to be loose.
I don't know. I didn't see that. Now,
Oh, I
I
have.
did drive your car that Sunday. And so the car that I built Saturday night or rebuilt Saturday night had the Sam Isaacs setup on it.
Mhm.
All right. And it was even touched by the Sam Isaacs. You know,
Good way or a bad way? Like Bill Sider or just
No, I
just-
think when Bill Sider touches you, that's a good way too. All right. So anyway, you know, but like it was gone through. There was much love, attention, and the reality was I put it out on the track, and I'm like, on Sunday, I'm thinking this is the worst motherfucking car I've ever driven because it just didn't do anything. But I think it was the tires because literally I take that car and I put it on the track at SeaTac, and I didn't on the first car that had the dead speedo and whatever else. I ran it the same way. On the Sam car, I at least did one thing. I put the new, the track tires on, and I put the camber to 1 because otherwise you run 2-degree camber, you destroy tires at that place with that tire.
Okay.
So put the camber to 1, went around the track, and I'm like, oh shit, this is a racy motherfucking car.
Yeah.
Like everything I complain about the DBX doing, like feeling like it's a fucking Cadillac,
Yeah.
not on this car.
Oh yeah.
If anything, it kept the DBX down. Like,
Yeah.
like the DBX probably chilled that motherfucker out. And
Right.
I was like, wow, if my car drove like this at any time, I would fucking hurt some people. Like people would be angry.
Like damn,
And
look at FJ.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I gotta say, you know, I left the track on Sunday thinking, how does Sam drive this pile of shit? And
I think that every time I try this car.
but the reality was I put these other tires on, went to a local track, and the fucking thing was dialed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm at a loss. Like I take 2 things away from that prior weekend. And the other one, everyone should already know. Make sure, number 1, you bring flip-flops with yourself. All right, have them near your shit. All right. Second, I already knew that. All right, I knew that from the first fucking 2013 Nats that we went to, and that shit got rained out hard. Because like literally, I went and bought flip-flops that fucking day. I was
Yeah.
like, my shit's fucked. I'm like, I'm buying flip-flops anyway. And then the other 2 things are, I guess your tires could totally suck. And that one car in particular, I just need to add more dual rate, and it was really good. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of lost, but yeah, if we were holding the Nats at my local track, I'd be running that Sam car right now, which has super high roll centers, and I think I would fucking destroy some people at
Okay.
this minute. So
Well, good.
I'm quite excited, and yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Now, Will Sheffield said, and I've heard this. Tire vibrates, put it in the front. Place some more balanced ones in the rear. Sure. Yep. I've done that.
Yeah. That doesn't matter in this case.
But with these tires, that's not how it's working. Like car literally just push off the track for me. And yeah, I don't know. Definitely interesting. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed it to some degree with some inconsistencies, and maybe the inconsistencies that I see are not necessarily in the track, but in the tires.
Could be. And
But
like I think about it to myself. I was like, let's say you had 2 sets of tires that pushed off the track. What if you just ran 2 sets of rears? Would those be okay?
Don't know. Gotta find out.
Well, I don't think I'm never find out. I might have to find out at Nats.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Did you run any express tires when you're at your home track?
I've run them in the past, and I had them from a past batch, and I thought they were okay. They actually the express tires for how hard they are and how cold it is in Seattle. I could see setup changes much easier
Mm-hmm.
with running the express tire.
Right.
And yeah, so did I try rotating them front to back? No, I didn't. I really like this answer. Put the tires that are vibrating on Dave Veer's car when he's not looking. That could be the fucking winning answer right there.
The problem is that the Nationals, they mark all the tires. So you can't really do
You don't
that.
have to use facts to prevent, funny things from happening. All right? No one wants to hear about facts.
Yeah, but it
right?
doesn't matter with Dave's cars. Dave's cars just always work. Doesn't matter. Good tires, bad tires, they just
I think
work.
bad tires, his cars wouldn't work. So I don't know. We'll see.
He seems to be the most consistent of anyone there.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like he's just, he figured out something with how he does tires, or I prep something. He figured something out.
He and Felix, I guess, would be the other one. I don't know. He seems to be
Yeah.
fairly consistent. But hey, maybe we're just that good that we can see the differences and they can't.
I don't think that's it, man, because it's not me who feels the differences. It's the lap counter that sees the differences. All right. I can tell you, yeah, this motherfucker don't turn, but the lap counter also says, "Yep, don't turn, don't turn." Sorry. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's going to be interesting. I think that I've had suspected that there was at some points, but how can you do it until you have more people?
Yeah.
And but
Yeah.
again, at the same point in time, it's kind of like Sam and X really didn't have these problems either. Maybe it's just us. Maybe we just suck.
Well, and so I asked around about it. Like I started getting a little fucking mad and grumpy.
Yeah.
And apparently there's been a running joke that X has been complaining about the tires since the first day. I'm reading exactly what he wrote. I've been complaining about these tires since day one of outdoor season. Sam and G said I was crazy. Now they feel the same as me. Inconsistent as fuck. The running joke at JMR, which is the local track, is when I get a good good set of tires on a weekend, I'm going to Nats. When I get a bad set, I'm out. I'm not going. So, because unlike you guys in Florida, these guys only run like they are round 2 is the gentleman's agreement. They put a new set of tires on in Maryland.
Okay.
So
Fools.
Fools. Well, they don't like $30 setup changes. And so Ken Moss is saying tires are good for 2 runs max at Valkyria. And that's if it's a decent set. Well, Ken, I can tell you, I had a set of tires that's good for no laps at all. Sucked every lap.
Yeah, I
And
had
that's
this
what
set.
I'm talking about. It's not about them wearing or slowing down. It's about the motherfuckers not even working correctly.
Yeah. Well, it's like that set I had. Well, not this time we were just here, but the time before, where I said I put a set on and I made some minor changes, and my car was so loose I couldn't drive it.
Mhm.
And then I put that same set on a car that was tight, which was my 17.5 car, and it was loose as fuck too. So
Mhm.
that set of tires was just loose as fuck.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I don't know.
No one's polite here, Ken. Don't worry.
Facts
okay.
only. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I saw you with your little lefty buddy, and yeah, he's like, "You guys are so savage." He was talking about our podcast.
Oh, yeah. We don't care.
Yeah,
So it's all right, man. I can be polite somewhere else in someone else's house.
yeah.
So
He's all about the money. What's that about?
what do you mean all about the money?
He's always talking about how people are getting paid, or like how much they're getting paid. Like this really like fascinates him. Like who's getting what money and who's getting
I don't
paid
think
for run
anyone's
what.
getting paid,
Yeah, it's kind of what
but
I'm at, but I'm like,
there are a few full-time RC guys.
yeah, but I think it's more contingency than anything.
There are some full-time RC guys,
Yeah,
but it's
but
not like one company writes a check anymore. It's like here's a series of companies that write a check,
right,
and that equals, quote unquote, your
salary,
salary.
right.
But I especially like in on-road, I just don't see that happening, and it hasn't happened for over a decade.
Yeah.
So where you have
It
a
was just
full-time
interesting that
guy.
he just seems to really be interested in the money and who's making money and who's not making money and who's
Well,
getting paychecks and shit. And I'm like,
it's interesting.
I guess
We're
to
we're
him,
on a
he's
totally different
fascinated by it.
topic. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
to him, he's
I
fascinated by
frankly
it.
don't care,
Yeah,
realistically.
right,
But what's more interesting at times is more like, well, what's in the pits? Like what's popular? What are the things that actual dudes with their own hard-earned cash will spend money on? Not
right,
about what is someone bankrolling,
right,
aka the Infinity on-road team. Um, like where that's just, there's hardly any product out there, and they bought up all these drivers from Yokomo or Tamiya or whatever it was. Like that made no sense to me.
right,
But when you look at like entry counts and like who's got cars in the pits, that's what really talks.
right.
So anyway,
Yeah, I
but
don't
yeah,
know.
so
I was listening to you guys, and he just all every time he just really comes
yeah,
back to the money. I don't know why.
I don't
I
know.
thought maybe you might know.
Money makes the world go round, bro. That's what it
I
comes
don't.
down to.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know.
So
All right,
yeah, I don't know.
it was
But yeah,
interesting.
tires, man, tires.
Yeah,
I
tires is always important. It always has been. Always will be.
Yeah, I'm every time I almost make this mistake, and every time I'm happy I don't. I don't want to be involved with tires. Because what's the best way to get somebody to start yelling at you? Have a bad tire.
There, yeah.
Everyone's gonna be fucking screaming, jumping up and down, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Tires.
Yeah.
So it almost
To be
makes me
honest,
think
though, a lot of times though, it's usually the consumer's fault. To be honest, uh,
consumers' fault of
hold
what?
on, no, hold on. I'm not talking about rubber tires. I'm talking about foam tires.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but yeah.
Well, what's the consumer's fault with foam tires? What? Because there's too many of them?
Well, like so, way back in the day when I was working at BSR, when we switched from traction compounds, as the majority of people were running like Paragon, and we switched from Paragon to running like Mighty Gripper, SXT, and stuff. We had to actually switch the way we built tires because a lot of our 10 scale tires we use
They're
as contact.
unmounting.
Well, yeah, we use contact cement to
Mhm.
mount the tire to the wheel, and those Paragon wouldn't do it, but Mighty Gripper and SXT and all that back in the day, they would actually reactivate the glue and the rubber would fall off. Well, we had to make the switch where we super glued everything on,
Mhm.
and it was inevitably like, I mean, we made the switch in say July of like 2008 or
Mhm.
2009 or whatever it was, right? We made the switch like in that month, that time. And we had cleared out all the inventory. We didn't sell it after a certain, we didn't sell the inventory. And it was just whatever was out in circulation was out in circulation. And it'd be a year later, and some dude's coming up to me, he's like, "Look, my tire fell off the thing." I go, "Well, you had this tire before July. This tire's over a year old. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna happen. Like,
Mhm.
that's exactly what it is." Well, no, I didn't. And I'm like, yeah, you did, because we made the switch at this point in time, at this date. Like, I was there. I'm the one who started it. Like, it's kind of like, I'm like, sorry, bro. I mean, like, your shit's just, you just got some old shit you got laying around. And you started running
Yeah.
it. Like, that's why it fell
Sorry.
apart. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
so
Because
yeah.
I got old shit right here, bro. Look, right next to me. Here's 12 scale tires, bro. I got 12 scale tires up the ass.
I
So
mean, I ran snowbirds on tires that I had back from 2019 this past year.
Mhm.
And if they're good, they're good. They'll hold up 3-4 years. Yeah, but
Yep.
not in this situation with the different types of material or how we mounted them. And yeah. And like, people would like, "Oh, this tire's out around." And I'm like, I look it up, and yeah, because they cut it out around on their tire truer. Like They're like, it's out around. I'm like, well, yeah, because you cut it out around. They're like, well, no, I didn't. And I'm like, well, you see how the foam is this thick on this side and it's that thick on the other side. You cut it out around. I'm like, well, I just put it on there. And I'm like, oh, you put it on there wrong. Yeah, it's a problem across the world in everyday life that people would have a hard time looking at the mirror and saying, look, you are the problem. And RC racers are, I think,
This is not what I'm looking to hear right now, man.
are notorious for saying, hey, maybe I'm the problem.
Nah.
And or I'm not the problem is what they always say, when in fact
Yeah.
they should be saying I am the problem.
And I guess one of the things I didn't try, because I can't believe I'm the problem here. So, anyway. So one of the things I am thinking about is the tires that I did prepare. I did do a sand.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking about maybe doing the snip.
So I've done the cuticle trim.
Yeah.
And I've done the sand. It don't matter. I don't think it matters.
I don't want to hear that.
I think the only thing that matters is if whether or not it vibrates or not.
Okay.
And if there's a certain level of vibration you can't have.
Yeah, I guess we need to figure out what that vibration is, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Very, very complicated, and it makes.
Because I feel that when I go out on tires that have zero vibration or are really smooth and quiet, I haven't really noticed a lot of inconsistencies with those. It's always the set that's got one in it that's going, and vibrating off the table that, hey, maybe I shouldn't run this one, but fuck it. I don't have any recourse at this point because it's just, handout sets, right? Whereas at the Nationals, I can go back and say, I want a new one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see if you can actually get a new one at the National. So
Should be able
maybe
to.
that's one of the things we'll have to talk to our buddy Joe about.
Well, Joe has no control over that.
Well, he's the one selling the tires.
It doesn't Roar sell them?
He is.
Oh.
No, the track sells the tires. Roar doesn't sell a goddamn.
Who marks them? Roar? Roar marks
the track.
Them, right?
I don't know if who really marks them. That's a good question. I don't know. So anyway, I don't know. Yeah, and this past when I went to the track on Thursday, I did try something brand new, and I made a post about this.
Oh, your tire fuckery?
Yeah, hold on. We'll see if we can. I just downloaded some videos. Let's.
What'd you call this thing?
Well, we'll get the video going first, and then we'll explain it. All right, so it's been uploaded. Let's. That's the Mindfuck 1000. That's good, right? The Mindfuck 1000.
What are you doing? Why are you moving?
I'm trying to see if I can play it again. Hold. Yeah, so it's the Mindfuck 1000. I think it's it's possibly my great white hope on how I can get tires
to be consistent,
maybe reseed themselves, yes, and become consistent, because I'll just put them on this fucking rotisserie, and we're gonna run them bitches in for like, I don't know, a good day or so, and they'll just keep running. Hey Mike, when are you up? About 4 hours from now. They're just gonna be on the fucker, running. It's gonna be awesome.
So I guess the thing is like, say if you put a tire on there that vibrates rather hard, and you run it for an hour, and you take it off, does it still vibrate?
That's one of the things I want to find out.
Don't you have the tires there to fuck with?
I have 2 sets. Actually, yeah. So So one of the locals asked for some sets, so we still have his sets. Those are brand new in bag. I had 2 sets that were on cars and I never ran, that were sanded, prepped, whatever. I'll have to go through them. Maybe I'll do some videos, see which ones look like they have a tremor, and yeah, maybe I'll put them on the rotisserie during the day here, and maybe we can try and see what happens. So
Only thing we can think of, Larry, is maybe the insert's messed up somehow.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I really just think like the thing is not seated well, and I'm thinking if I take the tire and I force them against each other and they spin, maybe it'll like reseat them.
I'm with Larry. I don't think it's going to make a hell of beans difference, but
Yeah,
you
probably.
you spent the time and energy to buy that Mindfuck 1000, so
Yeah.
have
And
fun.
hey, I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there mind fucking people with it. That thing's coming to carpet races this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna put all my carpet tires on that thing, and it's just gonna go spin. Because, dude, everyone like, if the tires are anything like the tires were at Denver, those
Oh, for
things
carpet,
had,
that
yeah,
has to be like a thing because you're just sitting there cooking in some sauce. Just
yeah,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
now you're gonna
Like,
probably go out there and flip your dick off, but
dude, if I
if
could
you can do
produce,
that, I mean, all the power to you.
if I could produce a tire, take a hard tire, and put it on something, and then all of a sudden now my shit traction rolls. That's a $10 idea right there. Or no, that's a
And
$30 idea. That's how much
and
a
so
set of
now you
tires
have to glue
costs.
your tires again.
It'd be all right. It'd be okay. Yeah. Now Larry's asking, can I test how fast they spin on a chassis dyno? That's the double mindfuck 2000. Oh, fucking chassis dynos. Oh, let's not talk
Yeah.
about that. Anyway. Yeah.
Those are a mind fuck.
Yes, they are. My results from the 2012 Snowbirds would concur. So, anyway,
Yeah, never had one.
best
Barely
thing
used
you've
one.
ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, best thing ever. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Were you using this with a touring car?
yeah.
So it was a 4-wheel
Oh
drive
no, I'm
dyno?
sorry. It was I don't know if it was a 12 scale for sure. And we might have put a touring car on one too. I don't think it was 4-wheel drive though. It was an
Okay.
oval guys thing.
Yeah.
So, and if we did, we just we disconnected the belt. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So, anyway.
Wow. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, double mind fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Mindfuck 1000. I think it might have something to it. So
Now, how it has some little bulbs there that heat up. Have you increased your wattage on the bulbs to get a little more
I
hotter?
have not yet. It's
Yeah.
all in my head right now. The thoughts of this. So.
Can you get like Christmas lights for the season? And
Oh
like,
wow, that sounds good.
yeah,
Like you
like
can make it festive.
yeah,
Like I can get orange ones for Halloween.
yeah.
I'll have to look into that. I think that's
Okay.
going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because that will be in my pits at the Halloween Classic, and that apparently is making it into my pit bag that I'm going to bring between race to race to race, which will include chargers, radio, and a power supply, and now I guess the Mindfuck 1000.
Can you put your 12 scale tires on it?
I would have to make some adapters, so we'll think about it.
Okay.
It shouldn't be that hard.
All right.
So.
That'd be good. Just
I don't think it would be good.
sauce up some rears.
No, because I don't ever, hardly am I ever saying, if we were in the UK, I'd be like, okay, I would like to sauce my rears a long time. Otherwise, I'm like, no, my car has a perfect amount of grip because foam tires don't suck balls.
Okay.
It's just that there's too many choices. That's a problem, and you can true them wrong. That's a problem. And but yeah, I don't think that's going to be part of the foam tire program. This is going to be for rubber tires. All right.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to here you come on this thing and say, you know what, this fucking goddamn tire fucking thing just fucked me all up. Like,
I don't think. Wow. I don't think that the tire molester is gonna fuck up tires. All right. I don't know how they could fuck them up. If anything, it could make them a little better. I don't think
right?
it's gonna make them worse.
Okay.
You know.
Just like I thought heating my tires for 20 minutes at SA was going to make them better, and it did not. Made them worse.
When did you heat your tires and it sucked?
SS,
Yeah.
yeah, that was my whole problem. Like I could go out and practice.
Yeah.
Car was amazing,
Mhm.
like just on the time it needed to be.
Mhm.
So for racing, I would like, oh, I'm just going to heat my tires up for like 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Car was a bag of dicks. So
Yeah.
again, got mind
Well,
fucked.
I think that what comes down to is, the whole comment of you should practice how you're racing.
Yeah, I understand that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Fucking
Mike
Obvious
G.
over here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
And now you're going to have this rotisserie spinning for hours, and then you're going to put them on. Whereas the tires you normally were running were not spinning on a rotisserie for hours like a fucking Boston chicken.
no, no,
And
I'm gonna try to have them spinning on there for hours. Everything's gonna spin on there for hours. Yeah.
goddamn, just call that thing the fucking Boston chicken.
So we'll see. Maybe I need to make like an extra arbor so I can put more of them on there.
Oh, the Seattle chicken. That's it. That's
Mhm.
who had the oh San Diego. San Diego had the chicken. Yeah, Seattle
Yeah.
chicken. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's that's at least my plan to try to
Mm.
fight shitty tires. So I don't know if it'll work, but we'll find out.
Are you
So,
gonna? So did you ever run those tires that you were spinning for hours at
oh yeah,
SeaTac?
yeah, dude. They were on the rotisserie. I ran the hot sauce at SeaTac, which is the Paragon FX Special,
Okay.
and they were on the rotisserie for at least 10 minutes every time I went out and ran.
Okay.
And yeah, it was I don't know, seemed pretty good. So
Best your car's ever been there, you said.
yeah, shit was hooked. It was really hooked up. So
Yeah.
um, I didn't get a chance to race. There was racing on Saturday, but I was off living my lifelong fantasy of being a goonie.
Yep.
And
How'd that go?
it was good.
You get the
It
truffle
rained,
in?
of course, but other than that, it was
Yeah,
fine.
well, it rained off of that movie, so you get the truffle shuffle.
I
Get
didn't do
some
the truffle shuffle. I thought about it, but I didn't do it. No.
get some Rocky Road.
Yeah, I didn't get any Rocky Road either. That is a good call, though. I was thinking about both of those things. It just didn't play out.
Yeah.
So Rocky Road. Anyway,
Yeah.
and because I was Googling things about the Goonies,
Yeah.
apparently somebody has made a modern version of Chunk's button-down shirt,
Yeah.
and then there's little like Chunk like characters in it too. Fucking that shirt is fire, bro.
Yeah.
All right. I think for Halloween I'll probably have that shirt. So
Did you order that shirt yet? You
no,
have
I didn't
so
do that.
not yet, not yet.
No.
Okay. They got a 4 fat in there for the
Oh,
sizes
that's not right. They
because I'll
might
take
though.
that's for
Yeah.
me, kid, not for you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're a 3.
Oh, damn. No,
Ah,
I wear an XL medium, you know?
you you elegantly broke up when you said what that size was.
I said an XL medium.
Oh, yeah, XL medium.
Yes, medium.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. In your dreams. Okay. Twos. You should start looking at twos, kid. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow. No, dude. No, but that's what makes it medium. If it looks like it's painted on you, then it's medium.
You can't be wearing uh 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 oh shit. Kevin
What, a
Hebert
Kevin
shirts.
Hebert t-shirt?
Yeah, you can't be wearing his shirts, kid.
How about can I wear an Alvin Melendez shirt from
That's
Bitty Titty?
those are straight up mediums right there.
Yeah.
Those
And
dudes, they
you
rock
know,
mediums.
the Larry has found the shirt. All right, I will have to put the shirt. There is a 4XL available. This shirt is so fucking fire. Like
Let me see it.
everyone needs to go get this shirt. It's
Can we post
fucking
this here?
yeah, dude, it is the fucking tits.
Oh yeah.
You see this thing?
Yep.
Like look, they zoom in. Look, there he is. There's Chunk doing the truffle shuffle in the shirt. That shit is awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
is
need one
one
to-
badass t-shirt though.
That's like a
Or
Florida shirt
button
too,
down
for
shirt.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wear that in Florida.
Everyone needs this. And like we'll put the link here on the stream. But like the reality is just, Goonies, Truffle Shuffle, that's all you need to know. All right.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Did you
fire.
did you have your pinchers of power all geared up, or your slick shoes?
No, I didn't have any of those things though. So
No.
I did
Okay.
think I saw Data when I was there. He's taking a picture with his girlfriend in front of the rock. But yeah, I don't think it was really him. So
No. He's old now. He's like 50.
yeah.
What about did you guys actually go to Astoria and see the jail and the house
No,
and
we only drove through Astoria on the way home, and there was this one road that I got to partake in. It is called. I haven't looked this up yet. It's called Oregon 47,
Okay.
and I would say that this road could be in the same. This road is actually more complicated than the Tail of the Dragon
Okay.
in Tennessee,
Right.
because I was fucking going around some curves.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, I was not in the car to handle the curves. We're rocking the Lesbaru. Anyway,
Ooh.
so I was like, damn, I wish I took at least the Volkswagen, if not something better than the Volkswagen, but the Volkswagen would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the end of a 40-minute drive on this fucking road, I'm like, my abs hurt because I'm fucking going back and forth, dude. You shouldn't drive a car and then say my abs hurt. All right.
Unless you have some weak ass abs.
Well, of course they are, but the reality is, like, there was a lot of fucking turning.
Yeah,
It
you're
would have been
trying to have
really nice.
some spirited driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I was up on the wheel.
oh yeah. I
So-
mean, I drove all those fucking roads all the way up the coast.
You
And
didn't
then-
drive this fucking road. I'm telling you.
I might
This is some
have.
crazy road.
I may have.
I don't think so.
I don't
So,
know. I can't say for certain. I have to look it up on a map, and I could tell
Yeah.
you. But there was a lot of that.
Off of I-5, I got off the exit right after the Kelso stop. So
Mhm.
Austin Kelso apparently has a family out in Oregon, and they've been there for a long time. It's part of the Kelso clan, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, so every time I drive past that place, I'm like, oh, Kelso. Anyway, so it was one exit
like-
south of Kelso.
Okay.
Yeah, and I went one way that took me down Oregon 47, which
Mhm.
brought me pretty south. And then I took another way that brought me up through Astoria.
Mhm.
But they both dropped me back onto the I-5,
Mhm.
right? One exit south of Kelso.
Right.
So yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of spirited driving you can have. I mean, even the road from Leavenworth to Seattle, and I told you this.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's fun. Like the Pacific Northwest has a lot of good spirited driving opportunities if you want to get out there and get it done. However, every time I'm out there, I'm usually in like a fucking Equinox or
Some bullshit.
Some bullshit. But I do the best I can with what I got.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely some nice driving out there.
Yeah.
Kelso reminds me of in northern Kentucky, just south of Cincinnati. There's the Big Bone Lick State Park.
That's a hell of a name there.
Yeah, so you're driving by and it's Big Bone Lick. The sign. There's always people fucking stopping and trying to get their picture in front of it and everything like that. But yeah, if you've
Yeah.
ever been in northern Kentucky, just off of 75, Big Bone Lick State Park.
Interesting. I wonder
Oh
who that
yeah,
was named after.
I don't know.
Just saying. Be good to know.
Me, yes, but we're keeping that on the down low.
Doubtful. Doubtful. Anyway, yeah, actually, no, that's correct. You love to lick the bones. We understand. Anyway, all right. So, what did we talk about now? So we talked about some bad tires. We talked about some Goonies.
Yeah.
What else can we talk about? Oh, I know. I got something for you. I got something
Okay.
for the people. They want to hear about it. Ba, 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 da. The news we've been waiting for. Nominations for the Roar president.
All right.
This is out.
Well, go do that. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
Today, I submitted a nomination for Clayton Young as Roar president. And I don't know how many people will nominate him. This is not the important thing because he's already been nominated. I've done the work. Other people probably have too. So nominations happen now. They go until October 15th. October 15th. Then they have 15 days to get the ballots ready. And the ballot will go live on the 31st, which is a Monday, otherwise known as Halloween. And then we all have 30 days or 29 days to get our vote in, to rock the vote, as the kids would say. And then apparently on December 2nd, they will be tallied and the results will be provided. Here's the interesting things that I think are going on. The current president will not be rerunning for election. That feels pretty big. Like normally the sitting president likes to go down swinging. Additionally, if you think you're of presidential material, you must have had at least 1 year of experience in the following: regional director, assistant regional director. That feels funny to me. But anyway, next, class committee member or executive committee member. And most importantly, it seems the applicant must be, or nominee must be of, hold on, applicant or nominee, which one? Okay, anyway, must be 25 years or older at time of taking the office. So, you know, if you do, you can become Roar president at 25, and then you spend 10 years, and then you become U.S. president if you were born in the States. That sounds really important. Anyway, so as this starts to come out, you know, we'll be talking this up more, but just, you know, to get it on people's radar. What are the statements we have here? Because we saved them in here. I already used one
Well,
of the
the thing
terms.
is now is that you
should
can
go-
go and nominate whoever you want to vote.
Sure, but I already nominated Clayton. I did it this morning.
Yeah,
That's
so did
fine.
I.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
But everyone needs to go nominate.
No, but you only need to nominate him once. What we need everyone to do is come out and rock the vote starting October 31st. And
I nominated Dave Vera for Region 4 president.
oh, that's nice. And then also, just so you know, don't be hating. Vote for Clayton. All right. So that's all I got.
All right. Yeah,
But
it's
I think
that
that's
time.
important.
I mean, there was also a lot of talk the last couple of days, and even I turned into some of the world's coverage, and they were talking about how no one knows what the fuck's happening with the 12 scale worlds next year.
I think that's a true statement. I have no
mean, like
clue
they
either.
even brought it up again at the IFMAR Worlds when I was watching that. They brought it up there.
Was that RC Racing TV? Those guys?
Yeah. Left your little, your left-handed friend and
My left-handed friend. Nice.
And the English guy. That's kind of entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were doing the IFMAR Worlds coverage, and they were talking about the Worlds coming up next year or whatever. And it was like the one thing no one knows about is where the 1/12 scale Worlds are going to be held.
Yeah.
And so in even in our circles, that was brought up today, which was kind of interesting as well. But Yeah, it's kind of at the deadline right now. You know, you need a year to plan it, so you need to announce it a year away. So at this point, it'd be in September,
Well, if they
and
announced it right now.
if they announce it right now, which they're not.
Yeah.
So the question is who's going to announce it, when they're going to announce it, is it going to get announced before the election happens?
I don't know.
Is Roar going to drop the ball again?
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
guess they're gonna drop the ball.
okay. I
Um,
mean, they made it seem like they were going to hold it somewhere. They just haven't said where.
correct. I agree.
And, people kind of need to know that are
Well,
around the world. They're
yeah.
going to come and visit.
If anyone wants to, wants to come and represent their bid or any info they might have, we're here. We're ready, willing, and able to take on anyone's feedback. We're also here to support, other possible candidates. If we have a real candidate for the upcoming Roar presidency, we would love you guys to come on. You can, use the simple software that we have. Like the last guest we had was Todd Mason. He was able to figure it out. He even
It was
did it while he was at
Max.
work.
Max.
Oh no, sorry, that's true. Yes, it was Max. But Max has been on before, so
Yeah.
he kind of knows what's going on with respect to that. But we were able to get any person to show up, on their corporate desktop. They showed up and was able to help, provide news and updates to the people, which is, it's always good to see.
Yeah. This is
Um,
very easy
I,
software. I mean, I can fucking do it. So,
yeah, Mangler can do it. That everybody's doing it. Mangler's doing it. Everybody's
yeah.
doing it. All right.
I mean,
And so yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out. Um, there was some news that broke when we were in Florida. I don't know if we talked about this,
hey, we
but it
mentioned it
looks like,
briefly.
yeah, Beachline,
Yep.
which is where I was going to go on Sunday until the rain had stopped and the track started racing. I was going to go to Beachline and just fucking hang out,
Okay.
check the fucking place out. Because apparently it's only like 30 minutes away.
All right.
So Beachline has gotten the 2023 IFMAR Worlds for 10th scale buggy.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be interesting. Hopefully there will be some details on that coming soon.
That's next year, right?
Yeah, 23 is next year.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear you say the date. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know when the actual event is, what the date is. It was on Live RC somewhere.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Well, congrats to them.
Yeah, I think that should be pretty cool. And like the guys at Beachline, they've been doing this forever. All right.
Yep.
It's not like this is going to be overly new for them. Maybe they haven't held a huge event in a long time, but
Well, they have their Florida
they've
State
gone
Championship
to
thing.
tons of events, and
Did you hear me?
yeah, that they had the second running of that. I think last year,
And they had
and
a
that was, super
European
well
contention.
attended, so I'm imagining all the Europeans saw it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And so it definitely was, had good turnouts.
I mean,
And
the
so,
rumor is
when
that
people
could
talk highly
be the
about a
12 scale.
facility, yeah, they could be crazy enough to say, I want to hold a 12 scale event also.
Yeah,
And it looks like, I think they might even had oval racing there this past weekend.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Florida Man won the Euro Truck class.
Oh shit, Chris Crowder?
Yeah, what? No,
Florida Man? Who's that?
Yeah, Florida Man. There's many Florida Man. You're a Florida man too, honestly.
No, not really. I'm transplant.
No, but you live there now.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, no, not kind of. You do.
No,
What's
there's
your,
Florida. There's
driver's
Florida
license
man. There's Florida man. There's Florida man who like was born and raised here. Those
Yeah.
are two different levels of Florida man.
Florida Man. Alan Hall.
Oh, Corey
Is he
Parsons'
born
dad.
and raised?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he was there, making it happen. Because
that dude is a fucking wizard,
class.
and that dude's a wizard with Euro Truck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was an article that someone put out there where they were so thankful that Alan Hall was racing Euro Truck with him, and that he's basically showing these guys the ropes because he's a wizard with the fucking Euro Truck. I think he's like undefeated. He's like Dave Vera when it comes to 17.5 touring car at Valkyra, undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I've never been to Beachline. I've never even sat foot in the door. I couldn't even tell how to get there.
What a jerk off.
Yep, that's me.
Robbie Michaels, I'm so sorry.
I just have no interest to go into a carpet track. Now, if the 12 scale worlds are there, yeah, probably.
But realistically, 12 scale worlds are there. All you need to do is figure out what class you're running.
13.5.
Okay, and then just get ready to be in the B main. It'll be fine. I went to the 12 scale worlds. I was in the B main. It was great.
Well, then, if you're in the B at the worlds, then I could definitely make the A.
Okay.
Because I own you a 13.5 12 scale.
Okay. Anyway,
okay.
So my my car. The worst part about that trip for me for the worlds was I showed up too early.
And then you're in Milton Keys.
I went to some other tracks. I got to see 3 tracks. The Worlds track. I went to MB Models, and I went to Cars, which is a rollout thing in a gymnasium.
Yeah.
And
they were all practicing for the Worlds.
Well, I should have stayed at MB Models somehow because that was the same fucking carpet that was at the Worlds.
Okay.
And the car I showed up with at MB Models, I should have just ran that car, untouched, unscathed, whatever at the Worlds, and it would have been much faster than whatever shit box I put together at Cars. And and then dialed myself out some more. What a fucking Anyway, ignoring that.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't go like tour Red Bull or some shit.
I think I wanted to try to pull that off, but it was all in like January. Yeah. And that's like when they're hot and heavy with like the car development. So I don't think anyone was really letting people in.
Got it.
That moment. So, but yeah, I don't know. Is what it is. So, did you check out any of the 8 scale? So you saw some of the 8 scale worlds in Spain, huh?
Yeah, today's was like a slow day at work, so I was like, hey, well, let's see what's fucking going on there. Yeah. And so,
what do you think of the multiple surfaces there?
That's definitely a European thing. I don't quite get it. I mean, they love to do that. They love to like mix up
bricks in the middle of the track.
Oh yeah, they like to run bricks and AstroTurf and dirt and fucking whatever else they can throw out down there. Some fucking laminate. They love to mix up the surfaces. I don't know if they're just doing that to preserve the track surface so much, or if it's just like we just like to throw little fucking wrinkles out there.
They're like, we got to be fancy
or whatever.
Yeah.
And
it looks like the hot race tire is the hot shit there at that event. There's 7 of 10 guys in the top 10 seed are running hot race.
Yeah, they were talking to Pavitas, because he's like now the representative for hot race in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess I don't know what the full story is, but the way he was talking is that they had something where he got kind of kicked out of AKA. And so he went on and did some other thing. And then the guy who runs Hot Race, the Italian guy, what's his name?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Good, but the guys in the States that do Hot Race, it's TJ Bradley.
There's a whole. So apparently for the off-road side, they have a whole manufacturing facility here in the United States in California that produces the exact same tire off-road wise as you would get from the Italians, and that they are producing that tire here in the country, so therefore they can avoid some of the export taxes and all that stuff, and it helps strengthen the product line. So they are literally building hot race off-road tires in California for at least 8 scale, and
Wow.
yeah, it's the exact same tire you can buy in Europe. It's the same, procedures and everything like that. I mean, I listened to the interview today with Vivitas. You
Yeah.
can go fucking look it up. I mean, it ain't like it, it's not proprietary or anything. I wasn't aware of it either.
Yeah.
But
That's interesting.
yeah, because Vivitas, he's there with his kid, right?
Mhm.
And so he's there to help us support his kid, and his kid's on Hot Race, and then he's there also to support the other folks that are running it. I think Cav's running it. Is Cavalier running it?
No. Cavalieri,
Oh.
he's a J Concept driver.
Oh, okay. I can't keep track of who the
I'm
fuck
sorry,
drives
no, I
what.
take that back. Cavalieri he's a pro line driver. Pro
Oh,
line.
okay. Oh yeah, because he's low C now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I can't keep these guys switch
Mhm.
fucking teams faster than they switch underwear. But
Yeah.
I mean, as much as some of these off-road dudes, like, they're the poster child for sexually transmitted diseases with how fast they switch and in and out with different companies. I
I
mean,
don't know. I know some on
they
road
got body
guys that
counts,
do that
kid.
too.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. There's definitely some on road guys that have done that too.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like it's as prevalent. At least not anymore. I guess maybe because there's no more paychecks. But
Mhm. Yeah.
anyway, now I sound like Lefty.
Yeah. Exactly.
Eh,
Good job.
but
And
yeah,
I was gonna steal some content out of Lefty. The top 20 after the seeding is shown here on Facebook.
it's that
So
guy starts with an O, I think. Oregano or whatever
no,
his name is.
it's Canas is the seed right now.
Oh
The top seed. I don't know if that's a good thing to be the top seed or not.
no.
I think sometimes that backfires.
And then oregano must be 2 or something.
Yeah, Ungaro.
Ungaro.
Davy
All right.
Ungaro.
That's what it is. Oregano, Ungaro.
Oregano. Yeah,
Yeah.
oregano. Oregano, he's so hot right now.
Yeah.
And then you do have an American. I don't know why this sucks so bad. Here, hold on. Cole Ogden. He is in
Third.
third right now. He runs
Okay.
a hot bodies.
Holy shit.
And
Is Hara there?
otherwise, you got Mayfield. Hara? No, the Vidal Sassoon sponsorship had ended. Hara doesn't go to these events anymore.
Okay.
So Mayfield, he pulled something together for fourth seed. Bruno's fifth. The Killick, one of the Killick brothers, he's sixth. Fend is seventh. Ronafuk is eighth. Kyle McBride from down south, he's ninth. Tessman from Canada A, he's 10th. Then
Tebow.
can I move this? Yeah, I can't move it when I zoom in and go full screen. That's awesome. I love it. All right. So then, so it's Tebow, some guy with a very, very Spanish name. He's 12th. And then the other Killick brother is 13th. Elliot Boots, and then Savoya is top 15 there. So I don't know. It should be interesting.
I think that one of the most interesting things about 8-Scale Off-Road is just the parity. Like, there really isn't a dominant brand. I mean, I think Mugen's got 3 cars. X-Ray and Kyosho have 2.
Yeah,
There's a
I have to do
TLR.
this somewhere else to figure that out. Like,
Go to
this thing's
Circus
just
RC. I
getting in
think
the way.
Circus RC has all that shit.
They might. But if I look at this little picture here and I look at it without sharing, the funny part is, like, there's different tires, there's different motors, there's different everything.
Because
And,
you know why? Because all these guys can fucking drive. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, seriously, that's what it comes down to, right? All these dudes can drive. It doesn't matter what you fucking give them. You can give them a fucking potato box with fucking 4 tires on it, and they'll go out there and they'll be fast.
I guess there has to be something about it though, like where, there's a lot of chassis that just are like nice optimized versions of the other one. And
yeah, but the fact that there's so much parity and that there is like zero domination, it just goes to show you that these guys can drive it. I think it's just because these guys can drive anything. Doesn't really matter. As long as it's close, they can make it
Yeah.
work.
Well, and the lap is so fucking long, and
It
the
shouldn't.
lap
It should,
is
yeah, but that shouldn't
ridiculous.
create parity. Yeah, that would
No,
create
but
separation.
I don't know, because like there's so many different variations
Well,
of
look,
like
think of it like
corner.
this. Think about this. Think about this. So, like, the lap at Spa is much longer than the lap
Mhm.
last week in the Netherlands, and fucking Verstappen was fucking dick slapping people at Spa, and when he went to the Netherlands, it was a lot tighter field, right? Because the lap time was shorter.
Yeah, it was
So
less
I think,
hard.
yeah. So I think that a that this should be, you should see the same kind of thing. If there was a truly dominant car or tire or motor or whatever, a bigger track like this would probably show, more yield or a greater separation, and it doesn't. I
Well,
mean,
it might
the
once
oregano kid's
qualifying
fucking,
happens.
huh?
Oregano.
That fucking kid, he's laying it down. I mean,
Yeah,
but
oregano. Angaro.
whatever.
Angaro. Yeah,
Whatever.
anyway,
Yeah.
oregano. Very American. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
Fucking America.
oregano.
Yeah. Back World
Yeah,
War champs, kid. Fucking, you
yeah,
gotta know it.
that is true. That is true. Some people don't like that when I remind them about it. But anyway, I'm not saying we could pull it off, right now, but we might have enough fight in us left.
I, I,
You know.
I know some of the things that we're doing. I think so.
Yeah, you think we're all right?
I think we're okay. We got
Okay.
lasers, kid. Lasers.
All right. Anyway,
We got fucking
I
lasers.
I also saw the Top Gun movie, the new one. Did you see this thing yet?
Fuck no. I'm never gonna see it. I refuse to see it. I will never see it.
Why do you refuse to see it? Because you're mad that Scientology took your money?
No, dude, just go to Clearwater, Florida, downtown. They will take all your fucking money because that whole downtown is owned by Scientology.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking insane. Like, they own
Hmm.
blocks, kid. Blocks. Like, it's insane. So anyway, but no, I didn't like the first one.
I'm sorry,
The
what? You didn't
I
like the first one back in the
No,
day?
Days of Thunder was a way better movie. It was the same fucking movie.
Ah! Okay.
And so I have no desire to see the fucking second one. Zero. Like, I
Now,
know every motherfucker out there is like, oh no, it's really good. Da, 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 da.
no,
But
no,
it's just,
it's not really good. It's actually pretty bad. But anyone who likes,
oh, you didn't
um,
like it.
no, hold on. I said anyone who likes. I didn't say I liked.
Okay.
Anyone who likes Star Wars and you like when they blow up the Death Star, you'll love this plot line because it's the same fucking plot line. All
The
right?
Death Star?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly. Now you want to see it
No.
because
But
it's fucking it's so weak. Like, when can someone come up with a fucking original idea? Like, people need a fucking idea. That's what we need.
well, there's only 7 types of movies, right?
I don't know about this. Why don't you tell us trivia, man? What are the
Well,
7 types of movies?
I don't know what they all fucking are, but there's literally 7 types of movies. There's 7 storylines, and that all movies fall into the same fucking storyline of one of 7 types of movies. That's all there is.
Is it like the same thing like in country music? There's something about you losing your girl and your dog. Is it
Yeah,
similar to
kind of.
that?
Sure. Talking about the horse you don't really have, but you think you do, and I
Mhm.
don't know. Yeah, the truck that you got. Yeah, there's like, it's like boy meets girl, girl meets boy. And then there's fucking, I don't know.
What
There's the
about when
same.
girl meets girl?
Well, there's that too, but it's all the same thing. Doesn't matter. See, girl meets boy, boy meets girl meets girl, guy meets guy. It's all the same thing. Love is love, kid. It's all the same fucking movie. And then now you have like, somebody gets kidnapped by somebody. It's the same fucking movie. They're all the same. There's 7.
Okay. So which one is where you have this sphincter that you have to put a fucking missile down, and then you have some other person drop another one down
I
it?
think that's
Which one's
6.
that?
I think that's 6.
Okay. All right. Well, the new one is the new Top Gun is just that one. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and like, I kind of know how like it's fucking Goose's kid or some shit, and
Yeah. Mhm.
it's fucking no, I'm good.
Pass. I'm good.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm good. I
Thanks
get
though.
it. Like I get it. Like even now that you've told me, and then like even now that you've told me this, it's like okay, like I even get it more.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
yeah, yeah, don't
Yeah.
see it. I
It
can
was the Star
save.
Wars thing, I think, that carried it this time.
Yeah,
So
people
yeah.
didn't realize they were watching Star Wars.
No, they probably they may or they may not have. It depends. But I was just like, fuck, this is Star Wars. This is great.
You know,
Terrible.
highest grossing movie in 1977.
Was Star Wars?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
You
What
know
was
what
the
the
first
second
movie?
highest?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay. What was the first movie you ever went to?
I can't remember.
No. I saw
The
E.T. in the theater. That was the first one I ever went to.
I think mine might have been The Last Unicorn,
What
and
sort of shit is that?
I cried my eyes out. It was fucking horrible. It was a cartoon
Because
called
it
The
was
Last.
bad, or because they
No,
like
because it's
shot it and it
sad.
was like Bambi?
No, because like the devil horse ran all the unicorns into the ocean and they all drowned and died. I mean, it was fucking horrible movie, man. And like I'm crying like unicorns are all dead, you know, like
This tells me so much about you.
but like that was literally like that's like the earliest movie I can remember going to the theater and watching, and it was just fucking traumatic. I mean, anybody who does not, you can ask anyone who's seen the fucking movie, they're like, "Oh yeah, that shit's fucking, it's sad, it's
I've
fucking
never
dark."
seen this movie.
Yeah,
When did
it's
this movie
rough.
come out?
Like 83.
And you know what? I usually say that most of the good movies ever made came out in the 80s. This one couldn't have been one of those.
Yeah,
Sounds terrible.
when's it come up? 84,
What's it called?
83. The Last Unicorn, aka
82.
82. Okay, 83. I was close. Yeah, I was 5, bro. This
This
shit was fucking
this looks
sad.
terrible. This looks terrible, dude.
Yeah, I mean
Anyway,
that was like the latest, the or furthest back I can remember as far as going
okay.
to a movie. E.T. was what 86.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I think E.T. I mean, E.T. was okay, but
It
like
was
it
it
wasn't.
was 82.
E.T. was 82.
82.
You were
Yeah.
2 years old. How the fuck could you see it?
I was 4 years old and I saw it.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah,
So
I don't
anyway,
know.
yeah. I mean, it was traumatic. I was like, fuck this. Like, I surprised everyone back to the movies.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, that's the earliest one I can really think of.
All right. So, getting back to the matter at hands. When is
Shit
the next
tires.
time you're going to have shitty tires on your car?
Saturday.
Oh shit.
I
Yeah.
plan to go back, and at this point, I'm in such a desperate need for track time that even if it fucking has an 80% chance of rain, I'm fucking going.
Oh, didn't I fly halfway across the country for 80% rain? You
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Oh, it's 70
Um,
right now. No, wait,
okay.
50. Oh, it's 50.
50. That's
Yeah, we're
like,
getting better. We're getting better, kid.
that's good.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not too late for you to start sous videing your tires.
I don't have a tire mindfuck 1000.
No. All you need to do is you need to just get like a sous vide machine,
What the
and
fuck's
then
a sous vide machine?
that
Is this the
it
thing
keeps
those
something
women
a
sit on and
constant
have
temperature.
orgasms? Oh,
No. That's something else.
Symbia. That's what that is.
There you go. Yeah.
Howard
Very good.
Stern. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you should just think about taking your tires and like basting them in a sauce. You know, it could be like, you know, some sort of Kansas City barbecue, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
All right. And then just applying heat to them or just bagging them for days upon days. You know, I
Yeah.
think you got to do something.
You think
So
that's the ticket?
I don't know. Because
I
whatever
mean,
you've been doing right now, you've got to do something.
I think it's the car. I got to get the
Oh,
car in a better window.
okay. I can tell you, I have 2 cars right now that are the best cars I've ever had.
Hmm.
They're definitely the best mod cars I've ever had right now.
I'm good.
But the problem is, because I'll tell you this, my only hot laps were the second or third battery pack I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna unload hot, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. Yep.
Yeah, I have spent all last week and part of this weekend, when I had some opportunities, and I, kind of defucked my car and went back to some things that I know that I will work, and I put some experimental prototype shit on,
Oh,
and
shit.
we're gonna see how that runs out, and it either was gonna work or it doesn't, or it's just gonna look cool, one of the two, and we'll see. And so I have that, but I kind of I really thought about the roll centers changes that I made,
Mhm.
and the fastest that I've run all year was at 1 millimeter roll center in the rear,
Mhm.
and the fastest I ran last weekend was at 3. So I'm going for 2.75.
That's not our half of 3.
I know, but
Okay.
it's actually it's at 2.5 now. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at 2.5.
You're funny.
But
Okay.
well, considering I was at 4 at one point,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So that's right there at 3, kind of 2.5. 2.5. I ran
Yeah.
2.5. It wasn't as fast as it was at 3. So I'm going
Okay.
just between there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so I think, and then I've done some dampening research, and so some settings, and I'm gonna go back to try those out, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I've combed the archives of Awesomematic setups and got in there and try to
Yeah.
look at situations past and try to extrapolate some data and go from
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Did you use anything like a slide ruler?
spreadsheet. Yeah.
A spreadsheet?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
kid. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fucking pivot tables,
A
motherfucker.
pivot table?
Oh shit. Yes, I had it all set up. Yeah.
Wow. That's
So
interesting.
yeah,
One thing I think could be the X factor,
is the tires.
other than shit tires,
Yeah.
could be how you have your body set up. And I just saw something and it got me excited, and that's why I'm sharing it.
Oh, the
So
Max Mockler Petite
there's a new
RC.
thing on Pettit RC,
Is that what it is?
and yeah, it's on Pettit. And
Sounds
so
dirty. I pet it.
I think it's Pettit. Anyway, so on Pettit, they have a new editable setup sheet, and there are some setups that have already been put together. And I don't know which one's good or which one's bad. Uh, let's see if I
You
can
have to
cruise.
remember though,
Yes,
and keep this in mind, that when Europeans run most races, they
their
just
shit's
slam.
illegal, dirt nasty low.
Yeah, it's like you can't
Right.
run that shit fucking anywhere else. So keep that
I
in
agree.
mind when you read these setups.
Yes. Um, they are probably illegal
As fuck.
somehow. And um, so anyway, this is looking bad as I don't know how to use the website. Let me pull up the website and see if I can find one that looks pretty. Yeah, all right. So this one looks pretty good actually. And so this was the thing Max had also shared earlier today on Facebook's. And so, this again, like this is not road legal. Let's just be very legit here.
Yeah.
This is apparently what he ran at ETS, blah blah blah. And it's interesting. Like he talks about how thick's the splitter. Um, is what hole are you using on the body mount, which is pretty cool. All right. Um, it says put the car on 10 mil blocks. Okay. And then you measure, like, I don't know what you're measuring. Oh, you're measuring to the top here. So that's
Hmm.
80 millimeter. That's pretty interesting. And you're measuring to like this nub, and that's 42 millimeter. I still think it's much easier to do like the HRB style mount stuff, but all this stuff is interesting, and it includes other things like details of like the body clip locations, etc. It
Mhm.
even talks about, do you have winglets or not?
Yep.
That's interesting. So,
I did actually look at X-ray setup sheets, and they have that on theirs. If you use
interesting.
winglets or not.
Who would have thought? You
Yeah.
know. But all right. Well, I'm excited to hear that you're going to the track,
Yeah.
and maybe what I should do is I should throw some tires on the barbecue, and send them to your house.
There you go. Fucking, we'll rotisserie them bitches up. I need some.
So
I love some Boston American chicken.
yeah. So worst case, I was also thinking maybe we could just get some cocktail wieners and like stick them on there, and they might warm up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe might get jealous of his hot dogs that he provides to everybody
Yeah. Those
race
were,
weekends.
that was a good hot dog when you were sad. So I enjoyed it while I was sad. It was good.
You like to put meat in your mouth when you're sad?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Good to know.
Mhm. Yep.
Next time, hopefully I'm around next time you're sad.
Oh wow, that's not right. That's not right at all. Anyway, but yeah, all right. And then our racing season is done here in Seattle.
In
Um,
September. Ours is just getting started.
yeah. But I plan on I was told that there's going to be a Seahawks game on Monday. Uh, so I don't know when I'm getting to the track, but apparently I shouldn't go on Monday. So I
Why?
might, because the traffic will be bad, and also no one would be at the track.
Oh, why? I
So
thought you were gonna go Thursday.
I don't,
Tomorrow.
I can't go Thursday.
Oh.
So today's Tuesday. Wednesday I got a thing. Thursday I got a thing, and I'm going to the rodeo on Saturday. The rodeo.
The rodeo. Ever been to the rodeo?
I have not been to the real rodeo.
Oh. I've always wanted to be a rodeo clown.
You are a rodeo clown.
I think that would be fun as fuck.
Yeah. Do you like
Yeah.
dodging and like jumping into barrels?
Oh, I just like being able the fact of just trying not to get hit by the bull, and like
Mhm.
I've always wanted to run with the bulls in Pamplona, Spain.
Mhm.
I always thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about bulls and trying to avoid them that I find entertaining. But yeah, like there was a serious point in time after I got done playing football in college that I was gonna go to the PBR fucking clown school and like go be a fucking professional bull clown. Like
I think we'll all say this. You might have missed your calling.
I probably did because I mean I'm nimble as fuck for as big as I am, and yeah, it's yeah,
Mhm.
big
And you're
boy can
trying to say
move.
you want to take some hits?
Why not? Let's go.
Why not?
Let's
Now,
go, motherfucker.
in the running of the bulls, do you actually like? Does anyone make any money off of this thing? Now I
The
sound
ru-
like Lefty. Does anyone make any money off this thing?
I
Why
don't
would
think
you
so.
do
I,
this?
I think they just do it for shits and giggles, man. The adrenaline rush, the fucking thrill of victory, agony of defeat, all that shit.
During COVID, I saw something about somewhere in the UK, people chase wheels of cheese down a fucking hill.
Yeah. I think that's Holland. No?
No, this is in the UK,
Okay.
and like that makes no sense to me because you're just fucking like falling down 6 stories, like end over end over end, hitting
Yeah.
rocks down the way.
Yeah.
Um, the bull thing makes slightly more sense because you're not having to try to like cheat gravity because gravity, it's gonna win. All
Yeah.
right, the
Yeah.
bull you might outsmart,
Love,
maybe.
speed, hate gravity. Yeah. I mean, look, uh, I'm white, So therefore, we look for danger as a race, where other races they avoid it like they should because we're stupid and we have nothing else to do in our lives. I mean, you've heard those jokes. Like, I mean, it happened at work several years ago. Fucking somebody was firing a gun off from work just down the block, and all the fucking white guys were running towards it, looking what the fuck to see what's going on, and everyone else is running in the building. I mean, it's stereotypes are real sometimes, and that one
I
is
don't know.
real.
I'd be going into the building.
I was already in the building. I didn't hear it, or I probably went, "What's that? What's going on over here?" Yeah.
And on that note, I think we're done for today. So Mengler, I really hope that you've cooked up some secret sauce. I would say that maybe you can try to take one for the team, and if for some reason, whatever your car is doing, if you don't like it, maybe just take your front tires and put them on the rear, and
put
your
the
rear
rears on the front.
tires on the front.
Okay.
That might be something interesting.
We'll see what happens.
And like you don't need to run more than like a minute.
Yeah,
I think
what's
we'll
up.
know pretty quickly. If the lap times are on, you'll know
Well,
pretty quickly this is good or this is not good.
Well, I mean, if it's pushing, whether or not it's pushing or it's loose, and it'll go either one way or the other. And
yeah.
So but that's what I plan on doing Friday, and then we'll see or not Friday, Saturday, and
Right.
I have some things that I just need to get I need to get done and just accomplished, and
Yeah.
either yay or nay, and then go from there.
Will you come back next week and show us what was successful?
I can on Wednesday. Yes, we can't do Tuesday.
That's fine. We just so folks know, next week it'll be the 14th that we're going to make this happen. We'll drop it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And if what I've seen in your top secret laboratory, if what I've seen works, I think it's going to be of the line of where people start saying, well, we got to ban it. Just like a gyroscope. That's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, because let's just push down the innovative fat kid, and that's basically what's going to happen. They're like, yeah,
just make sure it passes ride height. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it will. Good piece of cake. There's no ride height. It's fucking asphalt.
I'm just trying to help you. Just make sure it passes ride height, because someone's going to start, making stuff up.
Well, you as the team manager are there to defend.
No, I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't got one either. Yeah, fuck that
thing. You petty fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's why I want to figure out if we all need to go find these things. But we'll talk about it once we've already bought all the things.
Fair enough.
That's when we'll talk about it. So,
all right.
And for everyone that wants to know, my Mindfuck 1000 I got from Drew Ellis, and he's now sold out of the Mindfuck 1000. So I got the second to last Mindfuck 1000. And if it works, though, I have a feeling there's a whole factory where they make Mindfuck 1000s, and someone will just need to order some more.
I think Drew Ellis could probably do that.
Yeah, they come from
Speaking
Italy.
of which, shout out to Drew, still on the road to recovery, so doing well.
He's doing work. He's trying to come back from a very scary medical procedure on his spine, and thankfully no cancer. And I doubt he was thinking that it was going to be this hard.
Oh no, I talked to him at Snowbirds, and he was like, "Nah, it shouldn't be that bad at all." Like, yeah, no, it was that bad.
Yeah, so we're all hoping to hear him heckle somebody at a racetrack real soon.
Motherfuck you, particularly.
In the way that he knows how. All right, that's what we're all waiting for.
Fucking FJ over there doing some fucking bullshit, motherfucker.
I think we'd all love to hear that.
Yes, we would. Yes.
Anyway.
I can't wait.
So, all right. Well, Mangler, the hopes of a country ride on your shoulders this weekend. Okay.
Okay.
Help us figure out how to make bad tires good.
Okay. You can't.
And if
You just get good tire.
and yeah, maybe that's the answer. And if anyone has good experience, with figuring out that you have a set of rubber car tires, and let's just say they happen to be Express 40s, but they could be any other tire, but they might just be, the in vogue Express 40 at the moment, and you have found a way to come back from either the looseness or the pushiness, let us know. We want to know.
Yeah, we'll take information. Speaking of which, what the fuck is Ferrari doing? Did you
Dude,
watch the
why
race?
would you even talk about them? Yeah, they suck, bro. They're
Oh my
the worst
God.
team in all of Formula One.
That is just they are horrible. Like
Correct.
like how do you not have the tires ready? How do you have 3 of 4 tires ready?
Dude,
Like
they terrible.
terrible.
I don't know how
As my Charles
a
Barkley,
team
terrible. They're fucking terrible.
I don't know how a team that was so fast could be this bad. And they're
Well, they're
fast in qualifying,
oh
and then they
yeah.
suck in the race.
Oh my God,
They don't
horribly.
execute.
Nothing.
It almost feels like my tire game at Valkyrie. It's fucking terrible.
True.
At this rate, I might be saucing my fronts with one thing and then saucing my rears with something else to make a car turn.
I wish I had that problem when my car was so tight. I always have the opposite problem.
That your car's loose. And that's why I'm trying to say, like, if you find that your car is loose, just take the fronts and the back and the backs and the fronts.
Yeah, I got it.
And that might be it. And then we just need to figure out which ones of those are good.
Yeah. How about did you hear? Yeah, since you watched the race, fucking Hamilton, that dude was pissed
Yeah, bro.
for no reason.
He's like, how could you leave me in first place on the track on these shitty tires so I get worked over
Huh.
and not win?
I like how they interviewed Verstappen, and he was like, well, what if they left Russell in front of you? He was like, I would have got around both of them. It wouldn't fucking matter.
Yeah. It would have been like, it would have taken 3 more laps.
Yeah.
All right. And, there's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. The reality is, like, they're doing very well. And the only thing that is worse than Ferrari right now is Carlos Sainz. I'm sorry, not Carlos Sainz. Checo Perez sucking wind in a fucking race-winning car. That's the only thing
there's something car does not agree with him.
Whatever it is, bro.
Yeah.
That thing needs a fucking enema. He should be jumping up and down. Apparently he has a different floor and some other shit that's different. He should be like, hey, can I get Max's car next race?
I don't think he can drive Max's car. I think that's the problem.
We'll just put the Valkyria tires on it and it'll push.
I think Checo's car. I think Max likes his shit on the nose, and Checo does not, and that's the big thing, that he does not like a car like Max likes it.
I think they should leave all the wing settings the same, all the parts the same, and just do a roll center change for Checo. That's all. That has to be possible.
Do a fucking heave spring,
Well, I don't know if the heave spring, because that's a third spring that I don't really understand what the fuck it does. Like, they need a roll center.
Well, Mercedes changes that shit about the middle of first P1 every fucking weekend.
I agree, but I don't really understand what that does. And we can go into science mode and someone can try to tell me what it is. But reality is, I understand little toy car suspension, and that's it. All right. So if we're going to talk about little toy cars, I might be able to hold a candle to it. Otherwise, this other shit, I don't know. If this guy, needs to just do a roll center change, And like if my car was 2 on the nose, and mind you, I'm going to tell you what you do in a 4-wheel drive car versus a 2-wheel drive car, but I would just raise my upper links, all right, in the front, raise them links, and that would help him a lot. So
So I think, know what I would think? I would like to see if they could put Lando Norris into the other Red Bull car and see how
that's
he
never
would
going to
run.
happen.
I know, but that would be fucking, because I think that he would fucking give Max a run for his money.
Well, the other news that came out, they're trying to get Colton Herta into a Toro Rosso next year.
Yeah.
And so he's a very fast guy. His dad is Brian Herta,
Or that, yeah.
who used to be fast in Andretti
Indy cars.
cars
Yep.
in Indy, and
I think he won the 500.
maybe. And
Mm.
Colton, he's very young. He did that. He like basically failed somehow, and then this year, it wasn't at Nashville. He failed big time last year at Nashville. It was the Indy GP race this year. He like failed, went to the back, changed from rains to dries, and somehow hung on to a car where it was like wrecking loose.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his only win of the year because he's inconsistent. And but
That's never
I
gonna get
think
it done in F1.
but what F1 usually is interested in is you often can't teach fast. So if the guy's fast, then you can find a way to make up for the other problems.
Well, what about
Um,
Ricardo then? Because that motherfucker was fast.
okay, but his car ain't fast anymore. That's the
Well,
problem.
Lando
Like,
makes it work.
yeah, I don't know. He just can't drive it. He just can't
That's
drive it.
I think somebody was telling. I think they were saying how like the McLaren you actually have to brake and then turn, whereas other cars you can turn and brake at the same time, and that's what's fucking up Ricardo. I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
But
I,
I mean,
I
that dude
think that
was legit for a minute.
yeah. He did okay, and then Max showed up, and Max waxed his ass,
Well,
and
yeah,
then
but Red,
things
yeah,
got things got a little tough, and he got out of Dodge, and then he went to Renault, and he thought he was hot shit, and blah blah blah, and he should have fucking stayed there. So, um, you know, the other thing that happened recently in the F1 arena was Max got a guy who he's done esport racing with to become a new test driver, a new sim test driver, because the guy can drive just like Max can,
Oh, really?
and that's esports. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they've won like multiple like 24-hour bullshit
Mm-hmm.
races
Mm-hmm.
together as
Okay.
co-drivers.
Max
And so
Verstappen and this other guy.
and this other guy, whatever the other
Okay.
guy's name is. So now he
Yeah.
has a contract with Red Bull. And yeah, I think that's interesting. You could probably take someone if they could find a way to simulate how this guy drives and maybe put him in the car. The only thing is he'd probably kill himself because the G forces of actually driving I think are the X factor that people wouldn't be ready for. But yeah, I don't
But
know.
there have been numerous top level sim people cross over to the real world and do have success.
Okay, maybe.
No,
But
there
like,
has, because there was a whole thing. Like there was
yeah,
a
they
whole
had a
thing.
Nissan Esport Challenge thing for a while,
Well, it wasn't
and
even
they were putting
Nissan. It
kids in
was
GTRs.
there was a whole other. There was a whole other. I can't remember the name, but the guy was running like German prototypes, or not German German touring cars or whatever, and he basically ran a whole year. He was under shit. Who's the guy that does the announcing? Former driver Jenson Button. He was doing Button. He was running for Button's team, and
Okay.
run Button's cars. And so anyway, the money stopped, so he lost his ride. Well, now he's getting back into it, and I was just watching some videos of him. He was running the 24 hours of Spa. No, no, it was Le Mans. Was it Le Mans? Spa. The Spa. Yeah, 24 hours of Spa, and he was fucking. Dude was running lap times, man. It was pretty fucking impressive. And he's like, I haven't driven a real car in a year, and he just got into this ride. And he's driving a McLaren GT3 car, and he's fucking running times. And so I really, there is some crossover there. I mean, obviously it's not everyone,
Yeah.
but the
And it's
elite,
also not F1 cars.
true.
So,
But that's the thing is, I mean, will they just find some dirty ass track and go test on it? I don't think they
well,
can.
they can't. There's like a
Yeah.
lot of it's funny how much money they spend on this. they
And then
can't
they
go
can't.
testing.
Yeah.
It's like
So
you
it's
might
all
as well have
sim work.
yeah, that seems crazy too, though. Like, why don't they
Yeah,
just
but their
let the
sim,
guys?
their sim actually replicates the fucking G-force.
Yeah, but even if it does or it doesn't matter. It's got to be cheaper to just send the fucking guys with a hauler and some tires and let them run the goddamn car. Like, if they only gave them like 100 sets of tires, here, you want to practice? Great. Here's 100 sets of tires. Not even 100. You give them 50 sets of tires. Run the fucking car. That feels
Hopefully
at
they
least
don't.
more real
Hope they're
than
consistent.
all this other bullshit they're doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, fuck. Even when Raikkonen came over on that NASCAR race, they're like, "No, you can get like 10 laps at some random track we don't even race at with a car that's not even going to be set by the same team." I
Yeah.
was like, Jesus Christ, just let fucking Kimmy drive fucking 15 laps and let's just call it a day. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to get all crazy about it. But yeah,
I don't know.
the competitive
and
world of real racing, I get it.
I get that, running cars and whatever else is expensive, but like if this little hobby that we're involved in, if you could tell me I could just show up to a race and pull what I'm going to call a Joe Trandell, where you just show up and you dusted your car off from the last big race you came from and you ran, most people couldn't do that.
Mhm.
All right. Show up, no time. You're like, you haven't touched the car, like
Right.
whatever. Most people don't have the skill to do that. Joe
Mm-mm.
Trandell does, but most people don't. I can't do that.
Right.
I need at least some wheel time. It may not need to be the car I'm racing, but I need something to do to keep like the fucking neurons firing.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway. All right. Well, we were supposed to end like 15 minutes ago. But
That's all right.
it was
It's
interesting.
okay.
Good stuff.
And I wish you all the best. And if the car's loose, move the tires. And if
All
the
right.
car's tight, move the tires. That's going to be the answer.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to start like, writing all like different stats and figures about the tires. Maybe we can get some barcodes made up.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? We'll see. Get crazy.
All right.
Color stickers
Well,
and shit.
I wish you luck with good tires
Yes. Thank you.
and hopefully dry racetracks.
For sure.
So,
All right,
all
man.
right. Be good.
Just
Talk
like
to you
and
soon.
subscribe, everyone.
Oh yeah, and we're
Do
on
that.
Twitch and YouTube
YouTube,
and the Facebooks
Facebook. Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Right now.
All right. Later.
Bye
Thanks, man.
bye.
Bye.